is a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Texans taking over offensively, and it is, of course, Deshaun Watson who leads them out at quarterback.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson over the middle. It's Thomas. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So likely a 3-and-out on their opening drive. That's not a good omen for a team that's lost 3 straight games.
Too many threes that you're mentioning right there. That's a number they've got to get off of. And the big risk you're running right now is discouragement amongst the ranks. How do you keep them up? How do you keep them motivated? They've got to dial up something to give themselves some confidence.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Now a run with Montgomery. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Montgomery,
the tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
1st and 10.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Montgomery back to the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Texans' 9-yard line.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You'll get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. Texans football to start quarter 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Oh, Watt shaken up. J.J. still down here following that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now on 2nd and 16, Rosen, and that is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
He was taken down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
This is Stills on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The wide receiver.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On second down, it's Johnson.
Duke Johnson.
That was a nice run, nice game there as they head towards the 2-minute warning.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. This is Johnson. He's got it. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action. It's Rosen. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McGee. 11 yards there, 1st down. Rosen saying, let's go guys, faster. Clock is running here. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. To try again after the sack. Rosen looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. Watson on first down. It's caught. Stills right side. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Watson. He'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Gonzalez set to
a good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. Montgomery hit and the ball is loose. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
Gonzalez.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Gonzalez set to kickoff.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm. And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, give it back to him.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, so that moves him back 5. On the carry, it's Montgomery. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Ball carrier.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space.
The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
See how they respond now. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson now to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's Rosen to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted by the Texans. They'll take.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Bucs, 14-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 7, Rosen. That's caught by Montgomery. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw is Rosen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. It was Eric Reed in on the stop. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try the air now with Watson. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now this one was running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Rosen will throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at their 48-yard line.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 1st down. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through, But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. Throwing again, it's Rosen. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Rosen to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd and goal, Rosen. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense stands tall. They begin the drive with Johnson. Room here to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards there on the pickup. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Texans.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Texans, they climb back to 500 now.